Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jack, or Jackawala, and today, this is my little light bulb idea. So if you've been following me on Twitter, I tweeted the other day about this light bulb idea I had. I think it's worked out really well. I'm very excited about this. So I've basically built a house the same shape as that fountain, is the general gist of this. I think I'm going to start like a new, sort of like a mini series of turning objects into buildings, which I think is a really cool idea. I don't see it that often, so I think it's kind of like a quite a unique thing to do. But I think it's really cute. I think it's really fun. This ends up being a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom house. And I used the ladders instead of the stairs because I didn't really want to put ladders in it, stairs in it, sorry, because I felt like that would just completely like cut off the house and wouldn't make it fun. I do get rid of that blue, by the way. I didn't like it. I just sort of tested it because you can't put fountains on top of, or pools on top of these. And I thought, oh, it would have been cool if I could have, because it would have been really, really, really fun looking. But I have put little fountains on top to kind of simulate that. But I do obviously pop windows on it. I know that the actual object doesn't have windows, but the idea is it's just styled by the fountain. But I think it's really cute. I think it's worked out really well. I would happily live in this house. Like, despite it being quite small, it actually feels like there's a lot of room inside because there's no stairs, and because there's no doors anywhere. There's literally only like 2 doors in the whole build, so the front door and the bathroom door. It's just really nice, I think. And then I've obviously built this fountain. I built a little mini desert island in the fountain, which is really cute. I do think this is quite fun. So, I mean, try it yourselves, guys. Like, just take an object. If you're really stuck for inspiration, just take an object and then just scale it up, build a house out of it. I mean, I don't know how many items in the game you can really do this with. I mean, you can do maybe like a bookshelf or a table or like a TV, for example, computer. I think there's a lot of options here. You just can't really do the round stuff because you could, but it wouldn't. It's a lot harder, a lot more fiddly. But in this house, I start off right at the top. Because I knew I wanted this to be the bedroom, which is really nice. And I think I don't ever use the medium wall height. I only ever use the short wall height. I just don't like. I just think it starts to look really ugly when the walls get really tall. But for this build in particular, I think it's worked really, really well. It's because it allows that extra dimension, makes me have like that big bookshelf in, for example, a lower hanging light. The windows at different levels, but still look quite interesting. And I've used a nice concrete on the inside. It's quite an industrial build, this one. But it's kind of like it's almost minimal in a way that the furniture is minimal, but it's a lot of clutter in this one. Like I tried to say, I'm really trying to push myself to use clutter to make all these buildings a lot more interesting, to make them a lot nicer, to make them look a bit lived in and less like a show home. That's the trap I fall into a lot, is a show home. And then we move down to the bottom of the house. So this is where I'm building like the kitchen, the entryway area. I don't have a dining room in this build. I just use the bar here because at the end of the day, only 2 Sims can live here. It's not going to get any bigger. I mean, if you really wanted to, just build a massive basement with all the stuff you actually need in it, and then this can just be the nice looking bit of the house. And then on the middle floor, we have the bathroom and like the living room / study. I do manage to fit it all in. It's amazing how I managed it, but it looks really good in the end. I also fill a house with a lot of plants. And if you don't know that about me, I absolutely love plants. I have so many house plants in my flat here. Back at my parents' house, I got loads of plants that I still haven't brought here. I just think they make you happy. Like if you don't believe me, just buy a house plant and start looking after it. And it's just gonna make you feel so happy, so warm. And it's just something nice, like especially if you live like me. I live in the middle of a city, but I like nature and there's not that much of it around here. So when you can bring it into your own home, it's just a lot nicer. I think it just makes you happy. It's nice and peaceful. It's very like they're very calming. But yes, I highly recommend that. But as you can see here, I've already popped a lot of things on the walls, a lot of clutter, a lot of plants have come in. I filled up that shelf above there. I used that instead of the cabinets because obviously with the snowy escape counters there, you don't get the cabinets, which is really, really annoying. I hate it when we don't get a matching set, because then you can't really use it the way you want to use it. You have to use it in a very certain way. But that was the downstairs area. I was very happy with that. It's nice to walk into. So this is where I obviously put the living room slash study. So obviously there's that little nook in the corner where I am going to put the study. But here we've got the living room. I've got a nice sort of like wicker rug, which I think is quite nice for this. The whole industrial vibe to it. I'll pop a little speaker on top of the unit I've done. So these units are just the kitchen counters, like the wall counters, cabinets, and just like their little thin one, which I think is really cute. I started to use that a lot more than actual console units. I think they're a lot nicer. I put a few mirrors throughout the build as well. Mirrors make things, spaces feel bigger in real life anyway. So it's a nice little touch to add them in. I always find it's just nice to have them dotted about, even if it's like small ones. It's just nice, isn't it? So this is where I put the little study. I've got that nice big bookshelf up there. I can't remember what I put here, but I put a little, some little plants there hanging. Like I say, plants everywhere. Plants just brighten up a place. A little plum bulb as well, which I thought was quite a cute idea. The bathroom is just pretty simple, to be honest. Because it's so small, you couldn't really do too much with it. So you've just got the really basic shower, because you can actually walk through that object. And then just a sink and a toilet. That's literally a little rug. I think I put a plant in here maybe. I'll be surprised if I don't. I just, so I pop a plant in the corner. I just think it brightens up a little bit. You've got a nice big mirror. Nice, another hanging plant. Can't stop me, can you? I think I just leave that light in there as the little button light. And there you go, guys. So that is the build. It's a very quick one. It's really fun. It will be up in the gallery, so please download it if you want to check it out. And yeah, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And I shall see you guys again soon. Bye.